Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So, for this video, I just have a basic question. And that question is this: why hasn't there been a massive call for a boycott against Waffle House? Here you have a situation where a black woman was pulled from her chair, thrown to the ground. She was threatened, one of these officers threatened to break her arm. And while they were struggling with this sister, her breasts were exposed in the middle of this restaurant in front of all these people. And after that incident took place, you had the police basically support these officers who were involved in this incident. The police department supports them. And not only that, you had Waffle House support these police officers. They said that the arrest was appropriate. They think it's appropriate for these officers to threaten to break a woman's arm. They think it's appropriate for these officers to throw an unarmed woman on the ground and wrestle with her to the point where her breasts are publicly exposed. They think that that is appropriate. But yet there hasn't been any kind of outcry. I mean, with Starbucks, at least Starbucks issued an apology. At least Starbucks met with the victims in that case. At least Starbucks has pledged to conduct some kind of training on racial bias. They're going to close like 8,000 of their stores. They're trying to do something. It can be argued that it's not nearly enough, and I get that, but at least they're doing something. But here in this Waffle House situation, you have them basically condoning the abuse of this black woman, and I don't see the same level of outrage that we saw in Starbucks. And I think that that's a shame. We need to have that kind of outrage, and we need to boycott this company. Now, they claim that they have evidence that supports the police action in this case. They claim that this woman and a couple of other people were disorderly, that they were drunk, that they came in there with alcohol and they wanted to drink their alcohol in the restaurant, and they were told that they had to take that outside of the restaurant. The police claim that they threatened people at the restaurant. But right now, at this point, all those are words. We don't have any concrete proof that that's what happened, but we do have concrete proof of how these police treated that woman. She did not appear intoxicated in that video. So I would be interested in seeing whatever additional video they have. According to one article that I've read in the New York Times, there's some video, but it has no audio with her arguing. And that argument could have been about the things that we talked about before, the charge for the silverware and this and that. So I just think that this is an outrageous situation, man. And I think that at some point we have to demand dignity and respect. And one of the most important things that we can do is boycott. That's a way that we can send a message by holding back our dollars and saying that we're not giving money to companies that disrespect us, to companies that disrespect our black women and abuse our black women. Just like that situation not too long ago in a store where a woman was thrown to the ground and choked and all that over some alleged stolen eyelashes. We have to demand respect, man. We will never be respected as men as long as we allow people to abuse our women, as long as we abuse our own women, and as long as we allow people to abuse our women. It's time for us to stand up. If we can stand up for those brothers at Starbucks, then clearly we can stand up for this sister. So tell me what y'all think. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.